back if you're following my journey, and hello to new people that may have never watched any of my videos, and this is the first one. I am currently, I guess, around the 9 weeks out mark, going into 8 weeks, and I'm feeling great. I'm still ketosis. I don't know if it's been a few weeks. I've been trying to do this every 2 weeks, but I know this is the 3-week mark. But life happens. I'm sorry, you guys. I have a very full life. I try to do these videos as often as I can. I'm actually in a hurry now, having to do this once again. But prior to these past 2 weeks, I've been on a keto diet. Ketosis diet is just where you don't eat any carbs and you basically rely on fats and proteins. Basically the science behind that is your body will start to utilize the fats as energy as opposed to carbs, which we know carbs, can sometimes, depending on your body, make you put on more fat than you wanting to, depending on the individual. I'm just in crunch time and I gotta get this fat off of me. I'm trying to be shredded. No, really. Speaking of that, that's kind of what my topic is today about. I received the best advice over this past weekend that has really, really set the tone for me for this prep. It has put me in a completely different mindset, and I feel amazing. I actually went and saw Quincy Roberts proposing on this past Saturday. And speaking with him, he put a lot of things in perspective for me. He is a NPC judge that judges, national level shows. So he definitely knows what he's talking about. And I remember last year, my first show, I got second. The very next show I did, I was probably about 122 pounds on stage. For my next show, all I was concerned with was getting lean. I wanted to be leaner because I looked at pictures from that particular show the year before, and I was actually at that show, and all the girls were really freaking lean. So I was like, oh, I gotta be leaner, I gotta be leaner. That's what they're gonna be looking for. So I got down to about 116 pounds. That's the last time I had weighed myself. I don't know how much I was weighing after, depletion and water, but I was really lean. I'm 5'6.5", and I just didn't have the muscle mass to support that. And I also did a couple of things like cleanses and stuff that just ran through me, just took everything I had out of me. So I was definitely really, really flat and really small on that stage. And basically what he explained to me is everybody's body composition is different, and certain looks look different on different people. And he was just kind of explaining that just because you see maybe another competitor or competitors that are placing well and they're more muscular and super lean, that doesn't mean a thing. That doesn't mean a thing. They can get in a different lineup, which I knew this, but I guess hearing it from him, he just put it so eloquently, I guess. It's just a light bulb went off. Let's say, for example, somebody with like a leaner body that doesn't have, let's say, start off super lean, not really any curves, no butt, no anything. They will probably more than likely be the ones that have a more muscular build and super lean. That they had to actually build their curves. So that's why they typically look the way they do. And that's their thing. They look great. They have to sculpt their body in that way. And you have other people like me. I am smaller, but I am also athletically built, but I'm also naturally curvy, meaning that even before this, I had weight on me, and I've always been pretty curvy, pretty proportionate from my waist to bust to hip ratio, no matter how much fat I put on. Like, I got bigger. That's why it was really hard sometimes for me to judge my weight, because I kind of, I guess, fill out all over in the same area. So I'm pretty proportionate, which works in my favor. I found out he said that was really good for my structure. That I just really perhaps didn't need, I mean, of course you need to be lean enough, but I didn't need to be as lean as I was. I actually remember him coming to me after that show when it was all over at the end of the night, and he walked by me and he was just like, "You look better at my show." And I was like, And I was kind of thinking to myself, like, what? Because, you know, for me, I thought I was leaner. I thought I looked better at the time. But looking back now, I can definitely understand. It's not who's the leanest contest. It's a aesthetically pleasing contest, meaning that what you bring to the stage, you have to be comfortable with your I guess whatever you have to offer, your strengths. Showcase those. Be confident in that. And posing is like, I always knew it's important, but after having some major tweaks with him, I realized how important it was, just from the simple way of you contracting your muscles while you're holding certain poses and everything. He corrected my posing, which is amazing. I was bending over way too far for especially for my frame, because I have a smaller torso. I do. It can appear lean at times and slender in the right measure of things, but if I bend over too far, it's not eye appealing. And so he definitely opened my eyes to that by taking pictures and showing me that, yeah, you know, like you lose your half of your waist, especially when they're sitting down and you bend over too far. So if you actually really look at a lot of the pros, they're standing straight up when they pose. They're pretty much standing straight up and lifting their butts. They're not bent over too far. A lot of times we're so concerned with trying to bend over and show off that glute ham tie-in and all that. But sometimes you look, and the girl who won didn't have the best glute ham tie-in. You were sitting there wondering, like, how did this person clearly is better conditioned, better this, better that, but there's a bigger picture to look at. Bikini is about, you know, the proper proportions, the nice flow and symmetry of your body. So that's what I've learned from this, and I'm feeling a lot more confident going into this, because I guess I don't know, I just set some things in perspective. Like, you're not gonna win at every show. That's just a given. But you know, presenting the best you is what you have to do. So that was, oh my God, that was, I don't know, the light bulb finally went off. And I've been so concerned with getting, of course, lean for this show. And of course, you have to be lean enough. But I honestly, truly believe I will be where I need to be once the time comes. Because everything's flowing pretty good. Things are coming together. I look better than I did last year at this point out. Although the weight is different. My whole body composition is different. So I remember last year being so wrapped up in like what everybody else, I guess my competitors coming into the show, like who else was competing at this show, what they look like, what were they doing, like, just, you can't be concerned with other people. You really can't. And I think that's clicked already. It's nothing wrong with looking at other people you admire for references, for motivation, for inspiration, all of that. But you have to be confident in what you're bringing. If you really do. You can't be concerned with everybody else. Actually read this great meme. I don't remember exactly what, but literally like the day after having all of that, I was scrolling and it popped up in my feed, and I was just like, wow. But it was basically, it said like, you know, popcorn seeds are all thrown into like the skillet at the same time, but they all pop at a different time. They're all the same kind of, but you can't control when you're going to pop. And that's kind of the same. That's kind of the same thing in this. You have to be confident in who you are as an individual, and you might not win every show. That might not been your show to pop, or so to say. But your time will come. You have to wait, be patient, and be consistent, and have faith in yourself. So that's all I have. It's not really. It's more. All of this has been more of a mental so far. Journey for me, as opposed to, I mean, the physical aspect is there, of course, but this whole time, it has been like a mental breakthrough for me, making me a really stronger person. I've already had a mental break in the beginning when I wasn't feeling results, and I've already been through all of that, and I came out, you know, stronger, and I feel myself individually, mentally getting stronger and stronger each week. So I am happy, you guys. So I forgot to mention real quick, I just now started this week, going into this week, nighttime cardio, PM cardio, which is 30 minutes, and I'm doing 40 minutes in the day, 7 days a week. It's actually a really good thing too, because come to find out, my coach thought that I was already doing nighttime cardio, but he realized I wasn't. He was like, I thought I already had you doing that. And I was like, no. So that's actually a good thing, because he thought I was working harder than I was, and I was seeing results. So hopefully this week I will see even bigger results, since my PM cardio has kicked in and ready to kick some more fat. Thank you guys for watching. I will try, I think next time I'm going to be doing a maybe some posing videos. Once, now that I've corrected some things on my posing, I realized that my core wasn't as strong as it needs to be, so I'm going to start doing some exercises to really strengthen my core so that I can hold those poses on stage as long as I need to. So I'll get more into that into my next video, because I feel like that'll tie hand in hand with my posing, and you guys can see maybe the transition from like the old way I was posing to the new. And that maybe that'll be some help for other ladies out there that's looking for some, I guess, tips on posing. Although my best advice to you is, if you can see a judge, most of them offer some sort of posing, you know, like either online or in-person posing sessions. I advise you to do that. They're the most knowledgeable. I know other people have been competing for years, but at the same time, they're not sitting on the floor level judging, and you get to peek inside their mind and see what the judges are really looking for. It will help. It'll help your, I guess, your mentality out a lot. So I guess that's all for now. Thanks for everyone for watching, and I'll try to get back with you guys in a couple weeks, although I don't know if I was going to tell anybody yet. Anybody that's watching and actually watched the whole thing will know that I get to go to the Olympia this year. I've been holding that in. Very few people know about that, but I'm really excited. So in a couple weeks, I will be down there. I'll be working a booth. So I'm really, 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 really excited about that. So I don't know if I'll get a chance to get a video out right away in the next 2 weeks, since that weekend I will technically be in Vegas, but I'm pretty sure that I'll have amazing stories to tell and information. I'll try to get footage and everything, although when things get hectic, I kind of forget. But hopefully I'll have some amazing things like that for you guys next time too. I'm gonna try to do better about getting more quality footage and topics to you guys, as I feel like I've been slacking, but life, man, life happens. But enough rambling. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.